coba merenungi tentang jalan hidupku. Kulangkahkan kakiku dan menyimak sebuah arti kehidupan. Hati selalu bertanya, adakah kasih suci dalam cinta? Adakah cintamu seberkas cahaya terang menyinari hidupku, sesejuk embun-embun di pagi hari, dambaan insan di dunia ini. Jauh ku dengar lagu, keheningan malam aku sendiri. Ku coba merenungi tentang jalan hidupku. Dalam cinta, adakah cintamu seberkas cahaya terang menyinari hidupku, sesejuk embun-embun di pagi hari, dambaan insan di dunia ini. Seberkas cahaya terang menyinari hidupku, sesejuk embun pagi dalam cinta-cintaku, seberkas cahaya terang menyinari hidupku, sesejuk embun-embun di pagi hari, dambaan insan di dunia ini.
Oh my God!
Audi. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello.
What a
Nice to- so
great
nice to meet you.
performance!
Thank you.
Please feel free to
Please
sit
have a
down, sit
seat.
down, have a seat.
My gosh! Wow!
That was-
What a powerful performance!
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely
you.
fantastic. Before we start, I'd like to address the audience. So hello everybody, welcome back to the C Morning Show. We've obviously just enjoyed Audi Kirana's performance of her latest single, Seberkas Sinar, which was originally sung, of course, by Nike Ardilla.
Yes.
I'm curious because obviously I've listened to some of your songs, and most of them are in English.
Yes.
But Nike Ardilla is obviously a legendary musician from
Legendary.
Indonesia, from the 90s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, from the 90s.
From the 90s.
Tragically taken away from us
Yeah.
at a very early time. What inspired you to take Seberkas Sinar to become your next single?
My mom was actually the one who introduced me to Nike Ardila. And when I, began to come into the music industry, she really started to show me a lot of these iconic Indonesian female rockers, and one of them was Nike Ardilla. And from all of them, Nike Ardilla was actually one of the ones that you can actually see on my face that I actually enjoyed the song of. And I thought it would be great if I could, you know, somewhat pay homage to this iconic singer, as well as, you know, bring some Indonesian to my music as well, because it is, of course, obviously, it's a part of my heritage, and as well as somebody who is trying to get into the rock genre to also be able to bring a iconic lady rocker. One of her songs was absolutely just a great experience, and I'm so thankful to be able to do it.
Yeah, and it's a great single, and you sang it beautifully. Now, I want to know what interests you in the first place in rock music. Why choose this genre?
I had like a whole switch in every song that I listened to, because usually when I was like younger, when I was maybe like 12, 13.
You're still young.
I'm
You're
still
still
young,
very
but,
young
like,
now.
When I was like 12 or 13, I was just listening to anything on the radio, mainly pop. But then, you know, I wanted to branch out a little more. And I remember, because I grew up with like a dad that loved, you know, classic rock, like Queen. A sister who was like deep into that 2000s emo phase. So I was very much surrounded by rock. And I thought, you know, why not try it? And then I know that it was Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, that made me really interested in this genre. And, you know, I've always wanted to be a singer when I was just more little. And I never felt like pop really suited the voice that I had. So when I, you know, found rock and I fell in love with rock, that's when I realized, okay, maybe this one's for me.
So I'm a little bit curious, because obviously you're young.
Very young. You're 18, right?
Yes, I'm 18.
Okay.
We are all still young.
We are all
very much.
Anything below 70, anything below, you know, born in the 70s. But anyway, listen. Obviously you're 18, and so a lot of the songs that you've taken inspiration from Nirvana, that came from the 90s. Queen came from the 70s and 80s. You know, other bands I'm sure that you've been influenced by as well came from a long time ago, because rock isn't exactly what it's not, you know, in at the moment, if you will. So I'm curious, other than your father and your sister, who you said had an emo phase, where did you come to discover these, you know, music from?
Spotify is really helpful.
It really is, in fairness,
So I already had like some knowledge on like certain rock songs, and I just decided to make like a playlist, and you know, they give suggestions, and from there, you know, I just added on and like searched on my own about like other bands.
So who's your favorite at the moment?
At the moment, I'm really loving Pierce the Veil.
Wow. Okay. That's very cool.
All right. Now, let's get back to Nike Ardilla. We know that Nike Ardilla's figure, image, until now, 2024, we still somehow influenced by Nike Ardilla. But this particular single, Seberkas Sinar, maybe you can talk more on why you choose this single as your single.
I chose the single when I first heard it. I really liked this one band. It's called Scorpion. And this song really, the melody of the song was really familiar to me, and I really liked the way the song went. And once I looked at the lyrics, it was something that, you know, when I interpreted on my own, it was something that I could relate to, and something that, you know, I actually feel like I've went through before. And so when we were going to recycle this song, I actually really had to very much interpret the song on my own, so that I could properly bring the song, not only to pay respects for Nike Ardilla, but also for myself, because this is like the first time that I am releasing a song that I didn't write on my own. So it was a difficult part from this release was that I had to find my own meaning to the song and truly bring my emotion and truly mean what I'm saying.
So in terms of arrangement, do you did something different to the original
Yeah.
song?
Well, we did. Me and my producer Daniel Cliff. Mainly him, but we collaborated on what we wanted this song to sound like, because we didn't want it to sound like Nike Ardila's version. We wanted to make this our own, a little bit more modernized, a little bit more rock.
Yeah, putting your twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the challenging aspect of that, would you say, in trying to transform Nike Ardila's original song into your own?
This song, actually, we had to re-record it, because when I first recorded it, I didn't feel like I meant what I was saying. There wasn't really much emotion, as I said before. That's why I really had to like go through the lyrics and find my own interpretation of it, and really like go through everything I've been through and find something that I could connect it to. And luckily I could, and I went in a second time and we did it.
You did it.
I found
You
the
did it.
emotion, and I think also it was trying to find a different way to sing it, like not in such a 80s way. And also, since like I am not as fluent in Bahasa Indonesia as I would be in English, so I had my mom, luckily, who is a great dialect coach, really shape how I would how to properly pronounce and sing the song. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, I also want to know about the feedbacks, because we know that Nike Ardila, up until now, she still has this very big fan base here in Indonesia.
She's very influential,
especially,
isn't she?
especially in Bandung. What are their feedbacks like?
Oh, the feedbacks. Luckily, it's not that harsh. I haven't had anything so brutally bad from the devoted fans, and honestly, even if they do have any horrible feedback to give me, if they don't like it, if they're very critical, it's fine. It's fine, because I understand that this is a legend. It's a very influential person, even to this day, that she's a hologram in Synchronized Fest.
I saw that.
That's crazy.
It was great.
So even if there was like feedback that would probably hurt me, I would completely understand why.
I'm curious, have you kind of spoken to Nike Ardila's family or people who know her, and kind of just spoke about how I mean, I don't want to compare, obviously, but have you ever kind of had that conversation?
I have not met any of Nike Ardila's family members, but I have met Deddy Dores' son.
Okay.
He was the songwriter for this song.
Yeah, right.
And we invited him to the press conference, and he told some stories about how his father came to the idea of this song, which was it was something about finding light, and very much influenced by the protection of God and finding God. So yeah.
So obviously, as we can hear, it's quite a beautiful homage to that, isn't it? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So have you, obviously, you're part of this single is that you've released a music video as well, and you dressed up like a 90s woman, or at least, it's a bit of a 90s aesthetic, right, for Seberkas Sinar.
Yeah.
So what do you want to convey in your music video, do you reckon?
Actually, I was dressed in a way that would portray Marilyn Monroe. Actually.
Oh, okay.
She was the inspiration for my makeup and my hair and the dress and everything. That, mainly because Nike Ardila really loved Marilyn Monroe. I went to her museum in Bandung, and it was just walls to walls, Marilyn Monroe and Nike Ardila.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So also knowing Marilyn Monroe's story, which is also very tragic, this song, the way that I interpreted it was somebody that was desperately trying to find some form of joy and happiness in their life, but are just so lost that they are desperately trying to find it everywhere else when they should try to start from within. And from the music video, it was just me going from place to place, very disheveled, and just desperately trying to find something, some form of peace and joy.
Aww,
Okay.
all right.
That's very cool. You
All
can
right.
see that in the music video.
Yeah,
earlier.
it's a very cool music video. Now, I also want to know about your plans in your music career. Do you have any plans to make an album, make an album, or?
You want to do more Indonesian songs as well?
Oh, we shall see.
A lot of questions. I do apologize.
For an album, I hope next year I would be able to
Nice.
create an EP.
Yeah.
But for the foreseeable future, I do have another song planned for maybe early November.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. We're looking forward to that.
Yes, and we're up for our short break, but we will return to have a chat with another singer, not only Audi here, but also Quincy Jordan to discuss his new single also. So it's very musical Sunday,
is
so
very
you want to stay
Sunday.
tuned for that.
Wow.